if you don't log on to Indiegogo and support Shadow with the Kraken by Vinnieart Mello, let me tell you what. Let me tell you something. You will never know how sweet it is to see that pirate booty. Oh yeah, there's pirate booty, there's violence, there's mystery, and there's mysticism, and there's intrigue in the story, like the which you've never seen before or never see again from the madness. That's only if you back Shadow with the Kraken on Indiegogo from one of the most dependable creators in the independent community. This will be his 6th campaign he's got to fill. Oh yeah, and he'll fill this campaign, and then he'll fill Billy's mom.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday
Billy's
Underground.
mom was happy.
She was very happy. No complaints.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And also, She-Hulk's very happy too. She's very pleased. Her legs fell asleep that we've been banging so long.
No, hello, everyone, and yeah, welcome to the stream. we get a little silly here all the time. Oh,
It's nice to see all your wonderful faces out there. And big shout out to our good friend Trina, who couldn't be here. She's such a good girl. Be more like her. Be a good girl.
that's right. Rena. She's out murdering everyone right now. She's fantastic. No, yeah, that's we're doing some shtick from The Voices with Ryan Reynolds. Good movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on Tubi. And go check out Trina's channel. We did a great review over there of that movie and kind of a breakdown. So, but yeah, awesome to see Tommy here. We also got Chris Fisk in the house. How you doing, Chris?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Happy it's Friday. Woo!
Yeah, I think we all are.
Oh, and I saw The Whale. That depressed me.
Yeah, we're getting that a little bit.
Because, you know, sometimes when I think about my parents and them getting really down, I'm like, where's Chris Fisk to cheer me up?
So we'll do more of that later. No,
Waldo.
we have Tina in the house today. Tina Bojan. How you doing, Tina?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for the invite. And I am also very glad that it's Friday.
Yeah. I slept in a bit today. It felt good. I finally got 8 hours today.
Oh wow.
Like, wow. That's like some kind of miracle.
Friday is a very good day for us over here, too. A lot of people tend to visit the bowling alleys on Friday.
Again, go check out that movie. We also got the Doc in the house. We got a Dega Outlaw. How you doing, Doc?
I'm sitting here with subscript envy. Everybody's got something under their name.
Oh, why didn't you put one
I'm
in
just giving you a hard time.
You could have put something awesome there, like, you know.
That, and I'm admiring Adam's hat.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
everything else on this short show, it's large.
Right.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. We're just here to entertain. Are you not entertained? I mean, come on.
We
This
got a
is
couple.
better than what I've seen on Raw for the last decade. So, you know.
Tell me about it. We got a couple of funny bumpers to play. I think you might have missed the last time I played this one, Adam, but I'll play it anyway in a minute. But first, Monotony's here. How you doing, Tony?
I just want to stream with you, girl. How does my microphone sound, everyone?
Oh, you're the best, brother.
Yeah, you know, before the show is over, I'm going to take a shot at you, Tony. Just letting you know.
Just make sure I'm standing behind the camera, please.
Did you shoot my mom? You son of a bitch.
We have just let me say a quick hello to the chat. Superfan was the first one in tonight, followed by Tina Bojan, then the Doc. Then we have Keely Chow, we have Chris, we have Lion Bratton. Monotony was saying hello to everyone too. Parrot Heads in the house. We got a Decepticon's Cave of Comics and Toys. Hello, hello. We have Sean in here. What's up? Yeah, Parrot Head, Papa Cotton. Yeah, awesome folks. And yeah, we're gonna start to entertain you guys. We did have, let me just share screen real quick here. And yeah, well, some of our topics today. Apparently, I know there's a lot of people that were talking about it already, but I already made my stream, so I'm not really changing the topic. So yeah, Tropic Thunder. Apparently, the left lost their mind, and they're trying to go after it again.
We knew it.
Oh, we called this.
This is an
This is why
inevitability.
months and months ago, I put up a short of the conversation. You know, the re conversation. and it was great. But this movie is a classic. Don't forget this man right here, nominated for an Oscar for this performance.
He's a dude playing another dude.
Disguised as a dude. And what a fantastic movie. This thing is a classic. It's on the level of like Blazing Saddles, but I think I don't know. I like this one better than Blazing Saddles. And that's
I have a bit of a problem right here, Vinny, with this big bumper that you have in the middle. Why do you got the weakest clown in the world on there? You should have had the Joker pig on there instead.
Well, it's because it's another topic we're gonna hit. Apparently, HBO Max is doing a series, like a prequel on Pennywise and It.
Why?
So I don't know why, but I guess because they want a psychopathic clown to be out there murdering people. So
these companies realize, notably Lucasfilm, but all these companies, that a lot of the fun of these franchises is the unknown. You know, we don't need to know every second of these people's lives.
Right. But I think because maybe chapter 2, I don't know. I wasn't crazy about that chapter 2. The first one was fantastic.
Well, you do realize why they wound up doing that. They just wanted to stretch it out because the original movie, if you watch it in its entirety, it is book 1 and book 2. You know, it is chapter 1 and chapter 2, just like you've seen in that version. That all they did is they just stretched the original movie out. That's all they did.
Oh, of course they did. But that being said, I really enjoyed the part 1 that they had. There were elements, there were things that were good. I think the people they cast were really good, but I don't know. It's just a creepy story to begin with. I don't know, but apparently they're going to be doing a TV series, and the director, Andy Muschietti, he's coming back, and he said he's going to be directing a handful of episodes.
Oh, joy.
So that means... I'm probably they're gonna wait to see what happens with the Flash before they make any official announcements.
Well, they're just gonna kill another franchise. I mean, how many of these things have they murdered? Like, that should be the scary thing, you know? IP killer.
Oh yeah, well it is what it is. But I know that the studio was gonna let him do like a definitive edition where they combined 1 and 2 together, and then put a whole bunch of deleted scenes and other stuff that he had shot, and they were gonna go back and
orgy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Oh,
that's so gross.
I'll tell you what, Vinny. These people in Hollywood, they're doing more damage than Jerry ever could at any point in his life.
Yeah. Oh, Stig's in the house. By the way,
I don't understand why they need. I don't understand why they need to do more into it. I mean, Stephen King has so much content that hasn't been translated onto the screen yet. I mean, I'm reading a novel. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading a novel called Fairy Tale that Stephen King wrote literally last year, and it's freaking amazing. And I'm only in the first couple of chapters.
How many kid stuff is in there? He puts it in everything.
Well, I haven't encountered it yet, but I'm literally only on like page 50 of 600 pages.
Okay, so tomorrow she's gonna flip the page and
kid orgies.
Sunday she's like, okay, this is on page 62.
Exactly.
Well, why did they? Well, the reason why they're using it is because it's a marketable franchise. It's a brand recognition.
Yeah.
And it was made in a boardroom, the decision to do this, not like any it's not like, oh, dude, we got Stephen King. He's a bankable asset. No, that name doesn't sell shit anymore. Instead, they're like, well, it did really well. Let's keep milking that. But sir, there's no more properties for it. Well, we'll just make shit up. I mean, we did it with the second movie anyways. I mean, they turned characters gay and shit.
Like, you know what I did find out about Stephen King? He really does hate around Christmas time if you play Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. So if anybody needs that clip of Bublé singing Merry Little Christmas to send to Stephen King around the holidays, let me know and I will send you over a copy.
Why does that offend him so much?
What's up, Stig? How you doing, buddy?
Hi, doing well. I'm here to kick ass and kill clowns, and I don't have ass.
He's gonna Brie Larson ass.
Yeah. So we're just kind of going over a couple of the topics we'll be hitting tonight. But one is definitely the Tropic Thunder thing that they tried to. They're still trying to cancel this, but I'll give Ben Stiller some credit because when the movie came out, it was like around 2018-ish, They tried to cancel it, and he apologized and he said something, but now he's like, nope, I stand by my movie. I think it's fantastic. So
he said he didn't actually apologize. He just said that the movie was boycotted. I saw that post on Twitter today where he's like, no, like nobody should be apologizing for this movie. It is a classic. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's so great.
You make me happy.
You
Never go full Fetterman. Never.
So once 2018, he said something about it. I mean, this movie goes all the way back. It was 2008 that it was made.
Something like that, but in 2018, because there's an actual tweet I could read to you guys. So he goes, actually, Tropic Thunder was boycotted 10 years ago. So it's even further. Yeah, you're right. It was 2018. So 2008 when the movie came out. He goes, and I apologized then. So that's what he said. But then he goes, it was always meant to make fun of the actors trying to do anything to win awards. He goes, I stand by my apology. The movie and all the people who are involved in it. That was in 2018. He made that statement. But recently he came out with another statement and he says, please stop apologizing for doing. Oh no, I'm sorry. Someone else was writing that. He put. God damn it. Let me go back one. He goes, I make no apologies for Tropic Thunder. He goes, don't know who told you that. He was responding to somebody else. But he goes, it's always been a controversial movie since we opened it. I'm proud of it and the work everyone did on it. So there was a little bit of hypocrisy, but you got to remember too. I mean, there's also a big time gap that happened between the release of the movie.
Well, here's my question to that, Vinny. Could it be the original apology was taken out of context, like so many things are often done now?
It's possible, but I read you what he said in 2018. So he said that he did apologize.
Could be just that he, did a general one where he's, sorry if someone got offended, right?
Probably. But you know what? Yeah, it's really irrelevant because it's everyone just screaming right now into the void. The movie was great. It was hilarious. It was a satire. It made fun of everything. One of the reasons he made the movie, he said, because all of his buddies were going off to make these war pictures and they were all getting Oscar nominations for it out the ass. And he's like, how come I'm not part of any of this? So he sat down and started writing this story. He said, screw it, I'll make my own Vietnam movie. And this was hilarious and it has Oscar nominations. So he did the right thing. So good for him. Again, and
I like Papa Cotton's statement. He goes that whenever you find it, pretty much, if I understand him right, is if cancel culture goes for it, it's worth watching.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They need to just kind of flip it in a way and just say, yes, I made this movie because I wish to kill Africa. Just say something like that.
Oh my God.
Like, you're right. I did this because I'm evil,
Yeah, he should double down and slap the crazy.
Hey, what they need a spokesman that absolutely has no filter at all. Just be sure to call Joker Pig. I'm sure that I will get you canceled in no time.
Yeah, but no, they need Les Grossman to reply to these tweets.
Yeah, they do. But you know what's really funny too, because everyone like who was like growing up with these Marvel movies and everything, they all love Robert Downey Jr. And then his character, the memes and all the little clips from this movie, this keeps popping up, and they were like, "What the hell was this? He did blackface." So now that they're a little bit older, and the government and television is telling them to protest, boycott, and do all this kind of weird shit, now they want to cancel some of their favorite actors because that's what that is. That's the crowd that's doing this. It's
you know what I think it is?
What?
It's the fact that all the SJWs get slapped with full retard meme.
Yep.
That too.
So
they're
offended
because
that.
Yeah, and he doesn't play Iron Man anymore, so now it's safe to go after him.
Yeah, just like with Harvey.
RDJ said, more than 10 years ago, the fact that his entire role in the film is to show you how bad it was to be blackface. Not that you know what I mean? That it was to make fun of how ridiculous casting directors were, 40 years ago.
Look at Papa John, though.
Papa John?
Yeah, like look at Papa John. Like they went after him. Like if you've heard his story, he was on Timcast a year or two ago and told the whole story. Like he was talking about how racism is awful and they're not going to tolerate that in the company. And they're just like, well, what word as far as the N word? And he said it and they took his company from him. So
like
I'm
that
just
t-shirt?
replying to Tina, like, we know that, but these people they're not intellectually honest. It doesn't.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
You know,
It's,
they're
Well,
it's
how
partly.
come,
Well, hold on,
how come
Chris.
blackface is so bad though? Like we got whiteface all the time.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
White
Oh,
chicks,
well, you didn't get just that. You got Asian face. You go through a lot of these older movies. I mean, I'm surprised people ain't screaming at the void that the Duke had played a freaking Mongolian.
Oh, I've heard that one, but yeah, I'm so tired of it though. It's like, sorry, but black people are not a sacred cow. Like they are human beings like everybody else. Some laugh. They're not a monolith either. Not every black person thinks exactly the same. You can't put them in a group.
Chris?
Am I the only professional? Guys who act like a bunch of
Pistachio ice cream.
always saying they're gonna kill each other. You said
we got another funny bit too. I got to show you guys. I don't think a lot of people saw this short because they kind of shadow banned it. I guess because it was cursing in it. But I thought this was hilarious.
He's the motherfucking machine. Someone speak more drugs.
Mark Hamill and his love for Hans Koch. Again, it was a quick clip. I'll play one more time for you guys.
He's the motherfucking machine. Someone speak more drugs.
Yeah, I'd heard that one, Soul Assassin. You know, Frankie, they did go after people that were tanning on the beach. I remember that shit. They were saying that they were trying to appropriate black culture by getting darker skin. They did go after people that were on the beach getting those really dark tans.
Yeah.
What is black culture?
Those suntan salon things as well.
Yeah. Well, see. Oh yeah, the tanning beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna cancel people for that? This is so idiotic. But again, don't forget the beginning. What did they do? They played all those different trailers, and then they had his character with Tobey Maguire, and they were like gay monks. That was the funniest thing, you know. But and it's great too because like, all the fun that they poked at everything was spot on in this movie. It was so much fun. They had great music, great soundtrack. The people that we still liked at the time were in it as well. What's Danny McBride? I think he was great in that one. I mean, more recently, his latest pictures suck. You know, I think he should not be writing horror. He should stay the hell away from Michael Myers because he.
Vinny, I think you're missing the breakout role of his career in this one was Tom Cruise.
That's right, Tom Cruise. Again, a lot of people didn't even realize it was him. They heard the voice, but yeah, that Les Grossman character. They were supposed to do a spinoff for that character as well, and they haven't.
Oh, that's Jew face. I feel offended.
Well, I mean, when a nose like that, I mean.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, we're Jews, dude, and we're laughing at it. You know what I mean? Like,
that should be your rebuttal out there. You
Yeah.
should put that as a rebuttal. See, I'm going after Tom Cruise. He's a Scientologist. He's not Jewish. Stop that. Cancel him. I mean, these people are just, it's all ridiculous. It truly is. This was an excellent role. Imagine if he got the Oscar. You know who got it instead of him? The only reason he didn't win it is because the one who played the Joker, he passed away. And they gave it to him. The Academy gave it to his
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, they were going to give it to Robert Downey Jr. because this was his big comeback. It was Iron Man and this. These are the two movies that got him back on the map, and everyone loved him for both.
Did you ever see his speech about Mel Gibson?
Robert Downey Jr.'s?
Yes, it's so amazing.
Mel Gibson is a freaking saint. Holy crap! He did the Diamond Dallas Page of actors, like acting. To Robert Downey Jr. He didn't push Jesus on him. He didn't do any of that stuff. He helped him out. He even got him cast him in a movie that was originally for Mel. He was making a movie. He's like, dude, all you got to do is accept responsibility. You know, he's like, you're a good guy. Like, you deserve a chance. You made some dumb mistakes. Now it's time to pick yourself up. Help this guy out, man. And the more I hear this, it's like, wow, like that's freaking saintly.
Yeah, I mean,
Shia LaBeouf too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson put up the cash to cover the insurance to put RDJ in a movie because no company would pay the insurance amount for a
Yeah, no
recovered
one wanted to
addict.
touch him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. It's something else. Yeah, same thing with Shyla. I know what's his name. Barenthal helped him out as well. John Barenthal, the Punisher. There's a few people that kind of stepped up for him. There's a great interview that they had, like, at a one-on-one. That's worth checking out. I believe it's on YouTube. Barenthal and Shyla. So, but again, people go through a lot of different things. And again, Robert Downey Jr. He had a lot of problems, but it's also part of his upbringing. And when being the son of his father was a director or something. Like he was a writer director. He was in the business, and basically, Robert he went through a lot of shit, things he got away with, and taking drugs at an early age and all that stuff. So, it is interesting. And again, I always say that everyone has a story. So, like, as soon as they try to cancel people, it's like, well, if you don't know their full background or the full situations of stuff, you can't really make any specific judgments like that. You could do something in passing, sure. If there's evidence out there, it's really heinous stuff, yeah. But speaking of which, heinous stuff here, we have Tom Cruise playing a Jewish person, and Chris is very, very offended. But this was hilarious.
Oh my god!
This was such an excellent role. The dance number he had in it. There was another scene they cut out as well. That was much longer, but. Yeah, I don't know. I'm crossing fingers. Maybe they'll eventually get back to this. Because they really wanted to do a movie on him, and they said it was in the works. He was starting to work on a script.
They probably wouldn't be able to do it now because they probably say it's fat shaming.
Probably. You're probably right. Maybe they will jump on
I
that.
like the Mario mock-up of that scene.
Yes.
Yeah, that was so good.
Oh yeah. Speaking of fat shaming, apparently they're rewriting all of Roald Dahl's books to remove Augustus Gloop and any other references to fat people as mockery.
Oh yeah, they're hitting all of his every single one of the books, not just Willy Wonka.
There was a news report that came out today said that all the backlash made him quit it.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, please.
You'd have to follow up with it, but that's the early report.
Yeah,
I really hope so because that's disturbing.
Yeah, you can't just erase everything now. It's the same thing I mentioned with, like, Whoopi Goldberg when she they had her in the beginning of the Tom and Jerry cartoons when they put them on DVD and Blu-ray, maybe 15 years ago or something, and she was like,
Smokey Bones here. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg. And this was part of history. You're going to see offensive stuff, but, it's part of history.
So she's like, yeah, we can't cancel that. We have to keep it in there. But now her and other people, they're all in agreement. Yeah, these things need to be canceled and erased. Get out of here. They're all a bunch of hypocrites.
Hey, Vinny, did you see that we got some good boys and girls that have stopped into the chat? Like the King of Squibs is in the house. What's
Hell
up,
yeah.
King?
What's
Spike
up?
220 is also in the house. What's up, Spike?
Hey,
It's
Spike.
good to see you. Trina is also in the house. Trina, how you doing? Such a good girl. What's up, Trina? And we got Runner Blaze in the house. You punch that director in the face. Really? Fucking hard.
Yes.
I appreciate that, Runner.
You know what would be funny though? If they actually manage to cancel everything that's offensive and make it go away, how can they then prove to the next generation that racism actually happened? If all evidence of it is gone.
Well, that's the idea. Is they're revising. So they've already sodomized the English language. This is straight out of Orwell's 1984. What they're doing is they'll move the goalpost. It won't be about racism once they've reached that homogeneity or whatever. Mm-hmm. It'll then be about you're against the country or you're against your fellow comrades or whatever the next stage of Marxist deconstruction.
More extreme. Yeah.
All the victimhoods will go away though.
Well, it'll be about the state. I mean, if you want to see our future, look at China.
Yeah. It's going to get better. Well, really look at North Korea.
Oh yeah.
It's going to get that close from the stuff that they're pushing right now, and kind of what's been going on with these disasters around the country, and like Ohio. We can't get too much into that, but the World Economic Forum had made a statement regarding if the air and
Corral
water,
them all up.
yeah, if they're all too polluted, then you're going to be forced to go somewhere specific.
Well, you've seen what some of those people were actually saying online. They were actually saying that those people in Ohio got exactly what they deserved because they were Trump supporters.
See,
That's what Whoopi Goldberg just said.
Yep, I did see that too.
People gasped.
Hey, guess what? Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg both went to a certain island. They're on their flight logs.
Imagine that.
I got put in Twitter jail for a week for calling Joey Behar a bimbo a few years back.
I can think of better,
I think
better
I've been
descriptors.
proven right since then.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what? Where's the lie?
Right? What's up,
Well,
Iceman Modeler?
Hey.
What's up?
What up? What up?
Iceman Modeler.
Yeah, the Ass Man Modeler. That is that the person that Brie Larson would go to figure out how to do it. But you know what? I mean, here's one of the things that
Go
you look
fix
at all
her
these
ass.
people. They all have one thing in common, and it's victimhood. All these people that they cry about other people constantly, and they don't do anything to improve their situations. They want to be the victims, and they point to everybody else that is the issue. Why that they are supposedly suffering, and that's all it is for these people. It's all about victimhood every single time. I mean, that's why they cry so much on freaking Twitter. That's why they try to go after other people's favorite franchises, because they see these other people having fun, and they don't like that. So they want to turn you into a victim as well by attacking your favorite franchises. And if people don't see that, then you are blinded, because that is exactly why they're doing it. They're trying to make you as miserable as they are.
Yeah,
It's
to
kinda like,
go off of that. Oh, sorry.
If I can't have it, you can't either, right? It's like what
Exactly.
kids behave.
Well, there was a tweet that I think was the Hodge twins posted about this woman who was flipping her shit in a restaurant because some dude had a MAGA hat on. And meanwhile, the waitress is like, "Look, if you guys are gonna pull this shit, can you like get out of my restaurant? Because like we actually have customers who want to eat, and this isn't good dinner theater for them." But like all it was one side. It was just this woman like flipping her shit, and she starts going off about how, you know, the guy said, "For the love of God, just shut up and let us eat." And she said, "There is no God. God does not exist." Wah! Like this huge, like really strange atheistic rant. And somebody replied back something about like when you have nothing to stand for and no goals or no purpose or whatever, like you become resentful of those around you that do have purpose. And I replied something along the lines of there's nothing more terrifying than staring in the face of mortality and realizing that only oblivion awaits you at the end of your otherwise meaningless existence. So when they see people who have purpose and have hope and all these other things that they don't have, they become enraged and resentful. And that's why they lash out. And I think it sums up exactly what Tommy was saying. It's like they're miserable. And when they see others like, you know, happy or enjoying themselves, that's where that's their impetus. That's their reason for existing now. And if that's not evil, I don't know what is.
Oh, dude, truly. You nailed it. That's what these people are. They're really disgusting. And again, these people, they also, the ones in those positions of power, they keep hiring scumbags to run companies and run them into the ground because they know what their agenda is and they know what they're going to be putting in there. And they know it's going to upset, again, the masses, the people who have, you know, they still have faith in religion and whatnot and all that stuff. You know, prime example, look at DC and James Gunn.
Fuck you, James Gunn.
Because like it's stuff like that, it never ends. So you know that's why we make these fun bumpers to poke fun out of it. Because again, there's so many people that are just jumping on the train regardless. You know, and it's funny too because they try to have a war with everything. Look at the Snyderverse versus what Gunn's going to be doing, and they have the fans fighting. Listen, both of them sucked. Well, one's gonna suck, we know that, and the other one already had its problems. You had a couple of good things that came out of it. And again, it's mostly the actors in those roles were great. The script sucked, or there were other issues going on. We've had this discussion anyway, and what's good and what's bad about all that stuff. But they're keeping the fans fighting nonstop as well. Someone came up with this stupid theory that Netflix is going to save the Snyderverse. It's impossible. The only way that happens is if Netflix buys out everything DC, cancels the Gunn stuff, and then they put everything out on Netflix and they make new movies. That isn't going to happen. Netflix is hemorrhaging money. There's no way it's going to be saved. It's not Sony Spider-Man Marvel
Well,
deal.
you know where I think this delusion started from, Vinny, as far as the DC stuff is, because remember once upon a time when Marvel was actually licensing off some of their franchises to other companies to actually create stuff like they did with Netflix. I think that they're thinking that that's what Warner Brothers would be willing to do with that stuff. Now, here's the big problem that they are failing to realize. Since that they are already moving ahead with all these characters in their new DC universe with Gunn, they can't sublet out the same characters for somebody else to build opposing stories, because they want their version of those movie characters to do well, and they don't want somebody else opposing it with a different version of it. This is where these people have actually become delusional at this point. They just don't understand that it's not even feasibly possible.
That's why they got rid of the old Star Wars EU.
Yeah, because again, there's no way they're going to do shit like that. And again, that's why they're branching off other stuff, and they're going, well, yeah, we'll have the Joker too, and it's its own Elseworld story, and blah blah blah. They're going to water down their brand so much and destroy them that it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, they're not going to be licensing out to other people because it's all in-house shit that they could destroy on their own with their own specific crew of nut jobs. But again, it's the desperation out of those people too, because it's like, oh, it was all there. Yeah, we understand. We've already bitched about this too. We think it was a stupid idea. I gave my views on it and what they could have done, and what they should have done. But you know what the kicker is? It's all the YouTubers who are now jumping onto the James Gunn bandwagon. Those are the people that helped destroy the Snyderverse. They were fighting for it supposedly, but they're also the ones who destroyed it by shitting all over Black Adam and telling people not to go see it, or it was a mediocre movie. It was a fun movie. It was crazy. There was a lot of shit that the main character did that you wouldn't see in a regular superhero movie, but that's not the point. The point is if that movie made $1 billion, The Rock was going to be put in that position, and he had everything in place to bring us Superman again, to bring us the stuff that was closer to the comic books, and to have bigger stories with all those characters. People wanted to see your dark side. They wanted to see all this great stuff, and it was going to happen. But the support wasn't there because everyone was going, yeah, James Gunn's the man, and Peacemaker's fantastic. Why? Because these people supported someone who does bad things, allegedly to kids. That's disturbing. From what his tweets were, the pictures that came out all over the place with his little parties. I always show that during these streams as well, because it's true. The guy's a creep. His friends are creeps. Firsthand, I had to help somebody get away from one of his actor buddies who's in Guardians of the Galaxy. These people are disturbed, but you know what? Our voices never mattered. It was, oh, the movie's fun. We're going to go support it more and more. Not looking at the person who actually was responsible for that shit. And now every one of his movies that you see coming out, it's worse and worse. Galaxy 1, I thought that was all right. 2, it was kind of mediocre and shitty at best. 3 looks horrible. His movies keep going down the toilet. But every time he does that, he keeps putting more and more sick shit in there. Or you're seeing these jokes towards children. Like, his true nature is coming out because they get more brazen. People follow them. They think that it's funny, and then they try to have like an inside joke with their fans, and they're not understanding it. They're not seeing what they're contributing to. So, that's on them, and it's disgusting. Sorry, I went into a tangent.
Dude, I couldn't get through. I got through like the first episode of that Peacemaker thing, and it was like the feminized version of Rick and Morty humor. Like, those hipsters that like have never been in an actual fight in their lives, and they have like 80-pound women kicking the shit out of like 250-pound dudes and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna watch this. Wow.
I had no interest. I can't stand John Cena. Again, why would you support John China? He literally he told everyone that he belongs to China and Xi Jinping. He loves the emperor. He doesn't care about America. And you guys ran out there and watched it and supported it?
Yeah, where's my $5?
Right?
Kitchen in the dungeon?
Yeah, we'll be playing that. But yeah, no, but again, it's like these people, they're so hypocritical. It's ridiculous. You know what John Cena is, or John China. You know what the son of a bitch is, and you went ahead and supported him anyway, and then you praised his projects. Please, that's that other cock was out there. He was posting on James Gunn's thread like, Peacemaker was one of my favorite TV series. Oh my god! Oh, shut the fuck up! You people you turn my stomach. You know? Yeah, and Taiwan's not a country either. You're gonna say that with them, please?
Yeah, he apologized for. Oh,
fight out. Hold on. Let me find it. Here we go. So Adega for $5. He says to take his money, and here is your bumper.
金钱看齐，两场协作，心相连的32岁了，装个当朝，驸马郎的气质旺啊，满皇上的会2岁了，装个当朝。
你好，中国，找西呢？我必须说，现在我有第一个错误，我必须说，现在就是很重要。我爱更尊重中国更中国人，我很抱歉，对我的错误，对不起，我很抱歉，不好意思，再见。
I hear you, Papa, and that's one of the things I talk about all the time. Like, you get a lot of these people, they piss and moan about it, and they don't do anything, and they sit there and they keep supporting these same franchises. Well, Steve, we were talking about like some of these people before, like in private conversations, where they sit there and they piss and moan about some of the things that TSR and Dungeons and Dragons are doing, and then what are they doing? They're sitting there playing those same damn things.
Yeah, streaming it and monetizing it and promoting it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you fight against that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, it's a bit backwards, isn't it?
They drive me nuts. I'm telling you, I would just like to line them all up in a big giant line and just run down that line, slapping every last one of them.
You are correct, my friend.
And I'd like to remind everyone, I'm the only one who liked Quantumania, and I've made no money off that fact.
Oh wow! Yeah, I want to bring that up for a minute too, but I mean, yeah. So John China, I think I'm gonna refer to him as Ernest Goes to China. But yeah, from what I understood, and Tony had made mention of this, what they put in Ant-Man 3 from the opening. He said that there is literally his daughter is protesting, so they're trying to normalize that kids should be protesting shit. Like, they're putting these things in there. They have Michael Douglas, who said that socialism is a good thing.
That I think is completely misunderstood, and I think people are really taking it out of context, because he said after his ants that ended up being in the microverse or whatever, the quantum realm, that they were in kind of a time pocket, so time went by faster for them, so they went through thousands and thousands of years of development in like the day or less than a day that they were in the quantum realm. So what he said was literally, socialism gets a bad name, but it works really well for ants. That's all he fucking said.
Well, still,
yeah, but it's trying to show like I say capitalism, not to get into this whole debate, but I say capitalism really is a natural evolution more than a financial system. It's voluntarily exchanging goods and services, but it was kind of pointed under the light like, well, the more advanced, the more sophisticated being.
And technically, ants are a monarchy.
Socialism.
Yeah, yep. Absolutely.
Well, speaking of propaganda, I have never very few things piss me off unless they cost me money, blood, or time.
Yeah.
And I recently saw a animated feature that's coming out or has been released recently about the Diary of Anne Frank called "Where is Anne Frank?"
Oh my god!
And somebody had the pleasure of watching it and giving us a nice breakdown of all of the components in it. And it's basically not about Anne Frank and her ordeal hiding in the walls in Amsterdam and all that stuff.
It's about her lesbianism, isn't it, Chris?
No, well, they make reference to that or whatever, but no, it's about her imaginary friend that she's writing to in the diary that magically manifests and comes to life and exists in the modern era, and talks about how it's good to be a activist and that we should basically. They reference all of the illegal aliens and the starts with an I and ends with Asians in Europe that are happening right now, where cultures are vanishing and populations are being changed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying that deporting these people is the same as the Holocaust. And that freaking boiled my blood. They're using emotional blackmail about the Holocaust to force people, Europeans, shut up and take it. You don't want to be like the Yahtzees.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a couple of weeks ago where a lady who had gotten raped by a new citizen was told by the police not to report it because it would be racist of her to do so.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, and I have a friend who actually became a cop who's over there in England, and yeah, there's some very strange things going on that I wish we could talk about here.
But that type of propaganda,
yeah,
that's how you piss me off, man. Like you're putting this shit out and you're using shit that affected my ancestors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like some impersonal part of history. I had a grandfather that spent the rest of his days in the basement sleeping down there because his screams at night would wake up the neighborhood because of the shit he saw over there.
Mm-hmm.
I live in it, kind of.
Yeah.
The city I live in, the building I live in was one of the very few buildings that survived when the Nazis bombed us.
Oh my God.
They bombed this place, and there's old Nazi bunkers all over the place. And they tried to kill my grandfather twice. He was serving in the North Sea.
Oh my God.
The ship he was on was torpedoed by a German submarine, and then he barely survived, and then the next one he got on got torpedoed as well.
Oh damn.
Oh my God.
And let's just put it this way, that it's cold in the North Sea.
Yeah.
You don't want to sink there.
No.
Nope.
Jesus.
So if he had died, about 150 people would never have been born.
Wow.
Because it stretches a big family.
Yeah.
Wow. That's something else.
Yeah, weird to think about.
It is. It really is. I mean, I don't know.
But except your.
Well, I think people need to wake up more because, again, everyone who's just kind of complicit or just staying silent too, you guys wonder why everything's burnt down to the ground, and you're scratching your head. Well, what happened? Well, you guys didn't say anything. You didn't speak up. You didn't do anything. You let everything just keep going and scratch your heads going, it's getting crazy. Well, I mean, that's part of why we're trying to do what we could here. There's a lot of things we can't say or do because they will cancel channels. They will remove things. Godzillion said, yeah, we got to go to Odyssey. Yeah, we do. I have one there. I don't know how to do the setup yet from StreamYard to get over there. I'm going to have to look into it. I haven't had time. It's just I'm doing the work of 5 or 6 people all by myself.
You got to get that destination link, and I can reach out to Wes. Wes knows how to do it.
All right, yeah.
I saw an interview with a guy from Romania, because that country was under dictatorship until I think it was 1989. That was the first year Romanians were allowed to vote. So but only black people are oppressed, right?
Yeah.
But the guy said after they got rid of the dictator, Ceausescu, I think it was, they shot him and the wife. He said he's seeing exactly the same things going on in Europe and the United States, especially now. And he said the reason why people haven't done anything is because they haven't lost enough yet.
Yep. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose.
Well, I mean, that's the biggest problem. We've talked about that before. I mean, you got so many of these useful idiots right now that are still banging the gongs for these people, and they just don't know that they're going to be the first ones on the chopping block when these, if or when these people get exactly what they want. They're just that foolish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, Papa Cotton, he said the same thing too, man. It's 99% of people, they're gonna do nothing until it's at their doorstep. It's a scary thing. It truly is, and it really does suck, but it is true too. That's who's most dangerous is the people who have nothing left to lose. So yeah, when you take everything away from people, then I think that's when it comes down to it. But I think because they keep stepping things up too quickly now, because they were doing slow burning, the slow boil in the pot and all that. Now it's getting way worse. And if it is what it looks like it is, like what they did in Ohio, if it gets to that point and what the World Economic Forum said, and they double down immediately and start doing that, then I think it's time people are gonna go ape shit. But you know what the funny thing is though too? They released the 41,000 hours of footage, and Tucker Carlson's going over it all. He said the week coming up, they plan to start doing stuff. They already started showing what some of the cops had said that day. Nancy Pelosi's own daughter outed it, which was hilarious. But I don't want to talk about that until I could actually get the proper clip.
Did you see the one with the Metro cop?
Yep.
Where he was talking about it was all planned. It was all planned. They made him look like idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the cop goes. They said take the motherfucker. That was one of the clips. But we can't get into it anymore than that.
Yep.
I know.
But yeah, we'll see.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Yeah. Trina doesn't trust them, but from the stuff that I've seen and I've heard, and I know a couple people that have some contact with him, he's more legit than anyone else that's out there. He's already exposed the shit out of them in multiple ways.
Yep.
But they said if you see that it doesn't happen or he gets fired for it, he's gonna blow up if he goes anywhere else. Rumble, Odyssey, whatever. His following. His following is massive. And O'Keefe, that's another thing too. So there's this Ivory Hecker. She's one of the whistleblowers from Fox who left, and she's Adega watches her too.
Yep.
She's awesome, and she went into that too with the O'Keefe thing and what happened with Project Veritas. Apparently, it was the board of directors who decided this, and it was a close call too. Pfizer. Yeah, there were people that were paid off to do it and to push. So, it's really dirty how they operate. And yeah, they said he is an abrasive person, but he gets shit done. So that's. See, I don't know, but whatever he does, people are going to follow him regardless because of what he's been exposing. And Project Veritas, if they don't fix shit, then yeah, they're going to disappear. No one's going to follow that without him. Mm-hmm. He started the company. He's the founder.
Yep.
So, it is interesting all that shit that's kind of going on. But
what's going on there? See, we got Tim's Talk is in the house. What's up, Tim? Hope you're doing well. We also got Brian's in the house. Where's he at? I know I've seen his name somewhere in this big giant list. Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, doggies. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. Sending a nice little gas bomb over to you. Godzillionaire, of course, is in the house as well. And we got Carl in the house. What's up, Carl? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Carl.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, Tommy. Trini's going on the rampage about Tucker. But here's the thing: I know he said a lot of bad shit about him as well, and he's pulled back on a lot of it. But again, I've even talked shit on some of the stuff that Trump's done. But here's the thing: Trump, he did good by the people. He made sure to get everything in place. We had jobs. He opened up Middle America again. He was stopping all the human trafficking shit. He's the one president in history who, if you combine all the other ones together, they can't equal the amount of lives that he had saved. And no one talks about that. The piece that he did over in Israel and everything too. Like these North people, Korea. Yeah, dude, North Korea, all this stuff. He's done so much good shit, but it was all about the bombardment of him to make sure he's going to be buried because it was in lockstep. That's the one thing I was listening to with that Matt Taibbi. He had a great interview on Joe Rogan's podcast, and they were breaking into that. And he says that's one of the things that surprised him the most is how open those three-letter agencies are about how they openly said, yeah, we need to put everything on Trump and blame him. He has to be the enemy, cancel everything, cancel everyone. Like they went out of their way for that shit. So yeah, it's insane. Yep. Yeah, Papa Cotton, you're not wrong, and yeah, Trina, yeah. I'm not going to bat for the guy, but there are things that Tucker said that I liked, and I'm happy that he exposed, and no one else was exposing them on any national level. Nobody. That's
Did
why.
you see that meme? Oh, sorry.
Which meme?
The meme about So apparently, it showed Biden and he's in Ukraine, and it said helping out other countries with your money.
Oh,
and then it shows the Orange Man Bad in Ohio saying helping out Americans with his money.
Yeah, and he brought them food and water. You know, he went there before anybody else. See, that's what has to be done. And it's funny too. The thing with Ron DeSantis, everyone was trying to go after him as well for a little bit, and it's like, well, he released the actual images from the books that they had to cancel and burn or whatever the hell, and they're all screaming that he's a Yahtzee. No, he's not, and they showed it. I can't show it here because they would nuke the channel in a heartbeat. But the images were the most graphic drawings you'll ever see, and they did them like in the cute, nice little Disney type style.
Goldenrod books.
It was the most disturbing shit that's out there. So anytime the left says anything, find those images, and then you could slap it in the face of every one of those celebrities, the voice actors, all those people who tried to say, "Oh yeah, the book burning and book banning, blah blah blah." Oh yeah, those were the books that we're getting rid of, where they showed graphic stuff between adults and children and children, by themselves. There was one that made me laugh my ass off. They had a kid who had completely naked, bent over with a mirror, like staring at their own asshole through a mirror. It's like, this is the shit that they were putting in these books. Like, what is wrong with them? This is, they were telling them to go into white vans. I don't know about you,
artists.
But when I was a kid, wasn't it stay away from vans and anyone who's trying to lure you in there with candy or ice cream? Holy shit,
Vinny! You've been approached by the California Educational Board of Teachers or whatever. And they're like, "Hey, Mr. Tartamella, we'd like to hire you to do some illustrations for our book."
Right.
Yeah, here's the first one. It's a toddler giving himself the brown eye. Can you...
And that's when I would stab him in the face, Batman style. That's when Batman becomes a killer. Instead of just killing this adult poon here. No, sorry, your people are sick and demented. We need justice.
It's too much, man. It is way too much. What do you say to this type of shit and the narrative that they're trying to push out there? But and again, I'm sorry. All right, so Tina, she made mention of would again, the Ant-Man situation. I still think it's bizarre as shit that they even had to put that line in the movie. I think it's still weird. You said out of context, listen to it. It still sounds wrong. And then the shit, too, where they're trying to make his daughter a protester, like it's normal and that more kids should be doing it. And the reason why I bring it up is because they also did this shit on the Proud Family, that cartoon we talked about a couple of weeks ago. And I showed some of the images. And it is the most disturbing stuff that they're trying to say that cops are the enemy. Only black people made this country, built this country. It's so many lies and propaganda that they tried to push because they want to brainwash these kids when they're young. Now, it's part of it. It's part of it. So they start to pepper it in to see if they get away with it. And they are getting away with it in most cases. And that's
what's the old adage to that, though, Vinny? The old adage is if you repeat the lie enough times, it becomes a fact. And I mean, you look throughout history, they've done it over and over again with Paul Revere and his ride. You could talk about the English against the French, you know, all these things. The lies have just been repeated enough that they become fact in the history books. And you're talking about some of the shit that they've been trying to push. One of the other ones I did see is they were trying to say that black people were the original Native Americans. So now they want to push. They want to push the Native Americans out so they can then be the new.
Trina, did they do this to the Indians as well? Give them free candy. Oh shit! No, it's crazy. All this shit is crazy. It's like, come on, people, wake up. We've seen that narrative as well, even in our small spheres. We've seen a gay frog trying to lie about another orange man. Ridiculous. And they even outed themselves somewhere in one of their stupid little tweets. They go, it worked. We got everyone to believe the lie. Like they out themselves. It's really disgusting and disturbing. That's why I said, like, I don't tolerate that shit. There's so many sick people out there with their own little private agendas and all the little whispering nonsense. So we just spit it out, freely here, and
I bet you they're gonna say that all the Native Americans were gay as well.
Yeah, well, they're
Because
trying to say they have multiple
way back
genders.
there's one called White
Oh, damn.
Swallow or something.
She's getting savage. We know what they put in those blankets.
Not the big box,
they
but the
did
small one.
they did actually make a big deal out of one of the things in the Native American lore where there was people that were actually I forget exactly what they're called. They're kind of like a cross in between a man and a woman. They're really neither.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, two-spirit. So they were making a big deal out of that, and the LGBTQ was trying to pump that up. Say, like, oh, yeah, that's your big talking point. Were those people revealed, revered in a lot of the culture at the time? Yeah, they were. It's because they were unique and they were different than everybody else. They weren't normal.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the thing that was taken away. They weren't normal.
Did you say not normal?
Friggin' frog's gay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Something like that.
Well, okay, show me a civilization, a successful civilization that exists today that's matriarchal or that is that hasn't invented the wheel yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait. Civilizations weren't built by nice people. It's just history's losers are being weaponized by Marxists to basically to attack our countries from within.
Mm-hmm.
Get over it, buddy. You lost. Your ancestors lost. Mine did too.
It's hilarious too that everything that they're doing now. We know that it's bullshit. The thing with the balloons and all that crap, and they're saying, "Oh, it's China. Oh, it could be extraterrestrial." They're throwing so much shit at the wall to see if it sticks, and it's like, wait a minute. Everyone already knows that China infiltrated like every single foundation in the United States, every government, every computer thing. They have their hooks in all of it.
Oh, didn't they start a new version of the Project Blue Book called Project Brown Book because it's all shit?
Yeah, I would say you're 100% right. It's all shit. But yeah, we have Emperor Xi Pooh Bear. He's got his hands up the ass of Brandon. I mean, we all know this. It's all there. It's like the thing is they're so brazen because they know that every 3-letter agency, like the people in positions that could probably do anything, they're all bought and paid for. So that's why they don't give a shit. Nobody cares. Look what they're doing. They're offing more people. The Ohio thing, that was crazy. I don't know if you guys heard this. There was the group of scientists that were leaving Arkansas to go land in Ohio to test the water, the land, the air, all this stuff from the disaster. And their plane goes down and explodes. And it's really, really sad and disgusting. But the name of the airport that they left was the Clinton Airport. You couldn't even script this shit if you wanted to.
They got him strapped to a tree.
Oh yeah, the aide. There was the aide that saw some stuff with the old Epstein situation, and they said that they found
self-deleted.
He self-deleted, but yet he was tied to a tree, gunshot wounds, and they couldn't find the gun. So tell me again, how is that a self-deletion?
Well,
sorry,
Steve. You guys know that the pronoun people were behind the gold rush in the United States.
Of course.
The what?
Yeah, because there's gold in them there hills.
No.
Did you hear the story about how it was supposedly a self-deletion? They're saying that, tied by the neck around the tree, he dropped the weapon, it bounced off the ground, landed onto a log that was floating in the water nearby, which then traveled exactly. It traveled downstream, and then that's where it was lost.
I'm the world's greatest detective, and I call bullshit.
My God, this is amazing. This is truly amazing. How stupid they think people are.
People believe it. People are that stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they wear their tinfoil hats and they scream with their blue hair and everything. I don't know. This is just too much, man. I'm just an artist who wants to get stories out there and great things, and and I feel like I'm the only one who is acting like a professional.
Am I the only professional? Guys who act like a bunch of
Pistachio ice cream.
always saying they're gonna kill each other.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
And for those who missed the earlier one of what Mark Hamill, what he thinks of Hans Koch, he gave him a great nickname.
He's the motherfucking machine. I'm on speed, more drugs.
Oh shit. So yeah, I hope everyone they were entertained tonight. What the other topic I was going to mention? This is funny. They're trying to have a boycott on Heineken because they said that apparently they're still working with or using Russia, and I'm just sitting here laughing like, oh my god, this is ridiculous.
So, how do they feel about Hillary selling Russia like what, a third of our plutonium?
Yeah, enriched freaking
Yeah,
plutonium. Or
I wonder how they
uranium.
feel. Maybe they're putting it into this beer because it tastes like shit.
Well, see, the funny thing is growing up in, a lower middle class family, Heineken was like splurging for good beer.
Yeah, it was
seriously.
Bush for the.
Yeah, I mean, it was hysterical. I mean, they would drink like Old Style and Hams all the time, and whenever it was Father's Day, Mother's Day, or 4th of July,
on your Sunday best.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, our little Polish family, like it was half Polish, half Italian. Our little Polish family would go to Jewel, so we made sure that Grampy had his, 6-pack of Heineken bottles for Father's Day, and then Grammy got one for Christmas, and then again for Mother's Day. It was absolutely insane. It was the splurge beer for us.
I find that funny though, because my mother like splurging when she decided to drink beer was Rolling Rock.
Angry video game nerds.
I just think this was hilarious by Godzillion. Maybe the comment of the night. Heineken is German for Russian piss. Oh shit. But yeah, well, for whatever you drink, I just thought this was hilarious, and like everyone's like, yeah, boycott Heineken now. Oh, please get over yourselves. We know somebody who's over there in that side of the world, and she said that all the people who left a certain country, they left, and they don't even side with their country. So I think that says a lot. Everyone knows what's going on and what kind of money's being exchanged, laundered, and all that stuff. So
laundromat.
Yeah. Which,
Our
again,
tax
we're not going to mention that country, but 10%? I think everyone knows. Yeah, 10% for the creep guy, and his other drug addict son, all that shit. Yeah, it's amazing. Here's William with I hate Disney, $2. I hate Disney. Watching Ant-Man. Yeah, that's basically shots at all the geeks and gamers can suck my balls. I am not a grifter. He literally had to say that because people are calling him out on his bullshit now. Yeah, they should be called out on their bullshit. You can't say boycott Disney, and then you run out and you watch all of their movies and buy all their product. That's hypocrisy. I mean, that's the definition of it. It's going to be, you're going to look it up, and it's going to be a picture of him with his little baseball cap on. I mean, come on. And they're going to be sitting in the movie theater for Wakanda Forever. Let's get real here. Again.
That jerk off! Where is that rat bastard?
Sir, I don't know.
Because I want to smash his face until he's dead! Killed dead!
Yeah, Tommy, we can't play that other one. I got hit for it twice.
Oh, real? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me remove that.
Yeah. That sucks. I can't, because of the music. I'm like, you sons of bitches. Anyway, so yeah, that was the Friday Underground. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Sunday we'll be back with an actual topic, and again, that's the round table on Sunday, and I usually have a lot of fun over there. So and again, for those who missed the funny bumper today, I'll play one more time for you guys because I think it's hilarious, and Mark Hamill is just he's high.
He's the motherfucking machine. I'm on speed, more drugs.
More drugs. It made me laugh a lot. I made it as short as well on my YouTube channel. But anyway, I hope everyone did have a great time. We'll go around the horn here. We'll start with Tommy because Tommy's awesome. What's up, Tommy? What you got? For
I'm just sitting here. I'm a good boy. You all have been good boys and good girls today. It was good to see every last one of you. I hope the voices in your head ain't making you do strange things like they made my poor friend Jerry do. But, guys, still having fun doing the same old thing, doing the toy reviews, the pigs having fun on the channel, and, of course, going crazy with all the BattleBot videos. And everybody that stops by for the BattleBot videos and request fights, thank you so much for supporting the pigs and doing that. We do get a blast for doing all those requested fights, so thank you. Everybody on the panel, you guys are awesome. Thank you to every single person that stopped by in the chat. You are incredible, and you are the reason that we get to have so much fun up here. Thank you so much. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, especially if you're with the big guys that are telling you they're watching it for you, because your silence gives consent.
Oh, dude, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, this is some just amazing shit. It really is out there, just incredible. But we got Tina here, and Tina, thank you for your input tonight as well. And yeah, I'll let the folks know where they can find you.
All right. Well, thanks always for the invite. I love hanging with you guys on Friday night. It's a great way to start the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, you can find me with the Rogue Entertainment crew most of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. And then I'm also helping author Stephen Walton keep things going on the Wednesday Mad Dump on Sporking News podcast channel, where every Wednesday night we are reviewing episodes of Mayor of Kingstown.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Tina. It's always a pleasure having you as well, and I hope you had a good time.
Absolutely.
Sweet. We'll jump on over to Tony. Are you there, Tony?
I am.
There he is.
Yes.
Hey,
hello, neighbors. Hello from Greece. Yeah, go check out my new channel, Hell and Hylia. Just dropped a video there earlier this week. It's for Legend of Zelda fans. If you're a fan of video games, definitely go check that out. Don't know how much I'm going to be dropping because I am working on something in my spare time, and the time I'm not at work. I'm really dedicating myself to something right now. But I should be back soon, hopefully. Great show, everyone. Hail to everyone in the chat. Love you all on the panel. Always a pleasure. And yeah, I look forward to the next time. Oh, and Draven's going to be doing Rampage later over on Angela Draven, so go check that out.
I forgot to send him a link today.
What is he rampaging about this time?
Hopefully it'll be more Jade Cargill and Sky Blue. Hopefully, I don't know what we're gonna see. But tonight we're gonna be hanging out with him. I feel like an idiot. I completely forgot to send him a link today. Don't. It happens, but if he's available on Sunday, he's always welcome on. I think he was on my last Friday stream, but I get a little confused sometimes with all the shit that I'm always doing and juggling. But
it's all the drugs.
Ooh, more drugs. But again, thank you so much, Tony. Tony's awesome. Yeah, he's good people, and I want to sit down and have a real good conversation about Resident Evil and some awesome stuff soon between him and Adega. And I want to go over some of our favorite moments in the series. I want to do that, but Nuke, I heard about that. Yeah, they got a demo, or did it drop yet? They're gonna have a demo. I did pre-order it the other day. I made time to run over to GameStop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it looks so
Pre-ordered.
good.
Yeah.
I got some more screenshots too. But yeah, this game's gonna be a whole ton of fun. I still got to finish up. I'm kind of just started it, but Resident Evil 8. Once I get more of that done too, I definitely want to talk about that. But I've been getting more pages done for my project for City of Venus, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But it's a lot of cool stuff coming up, and this year's gonna have a lot of great games coming out soon. But hey, let's jump over to Stig, brother. Thank you for being here today. Anything you'd like to say?
Be careful around glory holes, and salt is not a spice; it's a mineral. Other than that, I'll be on Miss Martin Muses' channel tomorrow for the regular book stream thing. I think that's it. Sometimes I, if I'm awake, I pop on with Tommy or on this channel or something. But that's pretty much it.
Trina's being mean to me tonight.
And if you want to find me on Twitter, just look for angry trans people.
Oh my god!
The agenda formers.
Yeah, you freaking stirred up the hive of the crazies, man.
Oh, it's at over 1,000 quote tweets now and 2.8 million views.
Yeah, he's
didn't tag anything, didn't hashtag anything. It's ridiculous, but I thought it was a bit fun too.
It was.
I did not take any of the death threats seriously. I didn't report a single one. I just let them vent.
Yeah, they left animal parts at his doorstep, but he's all right. He's tough enough. He can take it. He brought those animal parts. He brought
I'm
them
not
inside.
vegan, so I just ate them.
Yep, make a stew.
See? That's
yeah.
It. All right. What was this in reference to, Trina? Or are you being mean to me again? Oh shit! What are you gonna do? Can't please everybody all the time. But we'll jump over to the doc. He's got some awesome stuff out there too. Yeah, let the good folks know what you got cooking, because I know we have some links in the description.
Yeah, just continue writing books. I gotta get one of my Blood Witches in Stig's hand so he can read that, because he's a fantasy buff and knows all that stuff, and he won't be disappointed. So you know what? We got good stuff for you, so check it out. But I enjoy hanging out with you guys and talking all the fun stuff. And I'm kind of with Papa Cotton too. One of the things I like about hanging out with you guys is it's not all ragging on everybody, but we do talk about good stuff too.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm happy to be around people who are fighting the culture war by presenting good stuff.
Absolutely. We're doing our best to, make that happen, because we've seen it on so many places. All they do is cry, bitch, whine, attack other people. But yeah, we talk about the things we also enjoy. Again, Tropic Thunder, absolutely loved it. I think it's ridiculous, all the shit that kind of has been going down lately. But I'm happy that it's getting a lot of people standing up for it. But and also, yeah, there's great movies out there. There's great entertainment, books, comic books, all sorts of great shit, video games. But yeah, and we're gonna hit the good stuff. I do want to see Cocaine Bear as well. I know Trina and Papa Cotton made mention of that earlier. Yeah, I love this. I want to see that movie. The trailer looks amazing, and I believe it was Ray Liotta's last movie as well. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know when I can go to the theater, but I'm gonna try to make time. But we also got Adams in the house over here. He's been sporting his awesome hat.
That's right. Got on the hat, got on the shirt. We're here to confuse you a little bit. Look over here, look over there. No, we're having a blast, man. Last Friday for me was really cool. I got to meet a friend that I met in the chat, a creepy little book, Deranged Lunatic. We became really good friends off of the YouTube. And yeah, I actually got to meet him. And I shit you not, Creepy Little Book had a stream Friday. So while we're sitting together, meeting for the first time, hanging out at his place, we're typing away in the chat. As a YouTuber myself, that's kind of a special thing to have happen. So it was really cool to get to do that. And I'm going to go see the Ant-Man movie tomorrow with my daughter because she wanted to see it. So we're going to go do that. It's Father-Daughter Day. So I'm excited. And I've enjoyed the Ant-Man movies, even though I really liked the first one. But, again, I'm going to see it not because I want to, bitch about this or that. I just want to see the movie. I've enjoyed the Ant-Man series myself,
But yeah, just like Tina. Yeah, Tina enjoys that stuff too. She was never boycotting any of that. So I mean, yeah, I respect it. That's fine. That's what you guys want to do. That's cool. Exactly. We're not going to rag on our friends for that either. I mean, people, they really take things so personally lately, and it's kind of a joke. But me personally, I said there's the majority of shit I'm not going to be following. I dig my heels down. I told you I have one or two exceptions, and those won't be coming out until a long time anyway. But other than that, these people, they don't deserve my money.
I'll tell you what, nobody can move a guinea pig because we are very stubborn. We dig our paws into the ground and we will not budge on any of it.
So nice, pig-headed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very big.
And yeah, William, he said one of his friends was I guess the stuntman for the Cocaine Bear. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah.
Was it the bear?
I don't know.
The bear stunt double?
Will, you gonna
Actually, you know what I was actually interested in seeing is the one with Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I want to see that as well. Is it out yet?
I am not sure.
Yeah, we gotta find that out.
Speaking of things that just came out, don't forget the unrated version of Megan is out as of today.
Yeah, we got to check that out. Yeah, it's on Peacock. Yeah, it came
That's
out
on
today.
my lists of stuff to watch. Actually, I forgot about that one. Thank you for
such a
reminding
great
me.
film.
Hell yeah, good stuff. Absolutely. Right. And speaking of awesome people who they have product that's out there right now. Surprise, surprise. We got Chris Fisk here with some awesome stuff.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man! Thanks. Yeah. Speaking of which, the first book that was successfully crowdfunded almost 2 years ago. Holy crap! Is now available on Amazon. We're plugging away at book 2, and when we have it finished, we'll kick off the crowdfunding campaign. I'm hoping to do that by Q4 of this year, so hopefully around November, December-ish. But in the meantime, I've been putting out little shorts on the Infinitale Chronicles YouTube page, little bite-sized nuggets of lore and little character bios, little bits of information. So if you're at all interested in the Infinitale Chronicles universe, you can check those out on the channel, and you can actually go to the InfinitaleChronicles.com website and read the first 15 pages of both the first book and the second books. That's right, the second book is plural because we're doing everything double size, man. We got double the page count, and now instead of just variant covers, we have variant books, 2 different art teams. So yeah, check it out.
So does the second book identify as they them?
Yeah, that's the they them books.
Oh shit. Yeah, but everybody go jump on it. Again, we awesome creators here, awesome people. And if you want some more kick-ass books, I got a few. We got City of Venus, Dead City. We got Through the Woods, hardcover. And we got Shadow of the Kraken. All of them ship immediately. There's no waiting. On the City of Venus campaign, there's also 2 art books. They're 52 pages each. Just a ton of work you see right here. So if you want some great stuff, you can go get it. I am working on the sequel to City of Venus. I teased I put up a short recently as well, just inking a page, and I want to start to get people a little more excited about kind of what's going to be coming. And I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to see the story I'm cooking up for this one, and how much bigger it's going to get. And I want to show more of this world as well, and more backstory on the character, but tons of surprises, action. The hot chicks, all the good stuff that you want out of these fine and fantastic comic books. So thank you everyone for being here. Remember, Batman loves you. Be kind to one another. Kick ass while you create. Thank you everyone who's in chat tonight. And again, Trina, it sucks she couldn't get on tonight, but she was busting my balls anyway from
she was selling meth.
She don't sell.
She puts meth in Chucky dolls and sells them.
Jesus.
The super crack.
Godzillionaire, William, Frankie. Frankie has been dropping some great jokes out there tonight too. Nuke, Brian Kriskow, Lion Ratton, Papa Cotton. Awesome people we got out there. Samba Gogo is in the house tonight as well. A lot of our fine folks here on panel. We're chiming in as well. Great stuff. Soul Assassin, always awesome seeing him. Godzilla had a lot of great jokes tonight as well. Parrot Head, he was probably just looking for ETUP because he might have put the nose out there. I love every time he does it. It's so funny because he's like, his nose ain't that big, but he always breaks his balls. It's a beautiful thing. With Tim's talk was in here tonight. Oh, look at that, man, dude. Yeah, we'll have to get you on again sometime. He's a good dude. Go check out his channel as well. Scrolling back up, see if I missed anyone. King of Squibs, thank you so much. Iceman Modeler, thank you for being here as well. And I know sometimes we have some toy fellas watching, and they kind of comment right before or right as I'm ending the broadcast. So if you got there, thank you. And everyone who watches this on the re-air, thank you so much. Please have a great night. Tune in to Draven's channel tonight. We got some wrestling and some funny stuff going on. So and we'll Well, Keith David will bring you to hell. Everyone, have a fantastic evening.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!